Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie reaction and commentary. And today we're going to be hopping into a film called Jarhead. This one is made in 2005, so it's a good bit. Just in case you guys don't feel like you're getting old, you're getting old. I'm getting old. All right, 2005. So almost 20 years. Yeah, I'm excited to jump into this film for a good amount of reasons. One of them is because this has been on the polls for a good bit, and every time I see it, I'm low-key rooting on it, but obviously, I just let the poll do its thing. But yeah, it's always been just barely making it. So there's a little part of me that's kind of just like, yo, I'm just happy that I can finally watch this film. And the second reason is because it has Jake Gyllenhaal in it. He's one of my favorite actors, and also a friend of mine has mentioned that this film is really, really good and does an accurate portrayal of just the mindset of, I guess, being within the military, I'm just going to assume. But yeah, we're going to be focusing on an aspect of film that can kind of influence that brief concept, and looking at the aspect of production design, seeing how production design and location settings can embody that of a theme of a certain character, and how in some cases the locations themselves can actually take shape of being a character. And there's also a lot of historical background too in a lot of these films that we've watched while looking into the aspect of filmmaking, which is production design. So I'm excited to see how that is influenced here in this. Again, I don't really know anything outside of what I just told you about this film, so there's going to be a combination of me taking the actual story and the actual experience in, but also if I notice something, I'm going to be sure to kind of put it in that sort of surface level, if that makes any sense. So just in case if you guys are wondering where these comments are kind of coming from, then you guys have a little bit of a surface understanding of how I'm going to be tackling this film. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this is about. As always, guys, if you want to be able to support this channel, the best way to do it is through Patreon. You can support me directly through there. You can also support this channel by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. And at the end of the day, you guys know the drill. You don't have to do any of those things I just said. Just sit back, relax, get your popcorn and snacks as we hop into Jarhead. Hope you guys are doing okay today. Hope you guys are vibing. If you guys want to be able to check out all that I have to say about this film, maybe your favorite part isn't even on the YouTube edit. I know that tends to happen with, I don't know, maybe every video. Just make sure that, you can check out all that I have to say in here about your favorite film, or just a film you are interested in the Patreon link below. You can get your copy of the film, stick it up to mine, and there you go.
Are you in love with me, Swafford?
Sir, no, sir!
Oh, you don't think I look good in my uniform, Swafford?
Sir, the drill instructor looks fabulous in his uniform!
Man, this is giving me flashbacks to Metal Jacket. That film was crazy. Insane.
Again, motherfucker, Jody's banging her right now!
They're basically just breaking down these men, showing them that they're all on the same playing field.
What the fuck are you even doing here?
Sir, I got lost on the way to college, sir!
Ooh, wow. Damn. Okay. Okay. Wow. That was a funny response, though.
A shirt was a blouse, a tie was still a tie, and a belt a belt. But many other things would never be the same.
I will say, going with what we were talking about in the intro about location and how they can shape a person, similar to high school, college, doing this will definitely shape you. I think this one is more physical because it's an extreme form of that. High school and middle school, not to downgrade anybody's experiences, but this more than likely, yeah, this is going to change you. For the better, for the worse, I'm not going to, speak on anybody's experiences.
Swap it. Swap it.
Yo.
I was not expecting Jamie Foxx. Oh my God. I'm happy he's doing better, by the way. But I was not expecting him.
Good. You still play?
Yeah, a little small holiday concerts and festivals.
You ain't gotta be Chuck Mangione. All I need is a bugler. Somebody to play taps, reveille, battle.
This dude, Jamie Foxx, man. Love it. I love it. I was not expecting Jamie Foxx and Jake Gyllenhaal That is such a cool collaboration right there. That's awesome.
Oh, I don't have a bugle. You don't have what? I don't have a bugle. No. Damn. You better play with your mouth.
No, he did not. Oh my God, yo, oh man. I'm sorry if I don't provide any intellectual commentary. That's funny.
I love that tone. Sounds good to me. My morale is lifted. You know any Stevie Wonder? You know, you are the sunshine of my life.
Oh my God. Oh man, he's telling him to play Stevie Wonder. Dude, no way. I was not expecting this. That's funny as hell.
Still kind of cute, huh, Swaff?
Oh, sir.
This suit will hide you. You will become a tree, a rock. You are mud, sand, and dust.
It's crazy because they're playing this music, right? They're playing this movie music. And I'm taking into consideration of what he said in the beginning and then the definition of Jarhead. And I can't help but feel this really intense undertone underneath this. I'm enjoying it. All right, this is great. But I feel like an undertone here. I feel something building.
Without me, my rifle is nothing.
Without me, my rifle is nothing.
Man.
The grunt dies for 15.
Damn, this feels like such a deep, I don't want to call it a cult, obviously, but it's not a cult, but it's I don't know. It's just, you know, the environment really shapes and crafts the person, and then you have something like that where it almost feels like a ritual.
I was hooked.
And I know that it's not, but again, it's just that level of intimacy, making sure that they understand this is your everything. This isn't just a rifle. You know, this is your best friend.
Hit.
I wanted the pink mist.
Yep, and then you got that creeping bloodlust, you know, getting ready to go out into the field after all that training and improving yourself that you're capable. He probably really wants to get out there. Yep. And obviously, I don't know if this is like real. So for those of you who have, you know, experienced this, you know, the transitioning of this, you know, let us know. How accurate is this film when it comes to something like that? I also think it is pretty shocking the response to specifically this scene. It almost feels like this is intentional, because this scene is where innocent villagers are getting murked. You know, I don't think it's something to be cheering at.
Me, I had a choice. Either join the Marines or go to jail.
Yo, is that who I think it is? Are you kidding me? That's Tokyo Drift, main character. What? I'm seeing the most hilarious people in this film.
And end this shit the day before yesterday. But the bureaucrats have a lot of jawboning to do. So for now, these Iraqis.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's crazy, because yeah, politics are heavily involved with this. You have this. You're building these people that are, at this point, are being built for war, but it's being restricted from, you know, politics. So there's a lot of that grayness. I wonder if that's going to explore that.
I can't hear a fucking thing.
Kick some Iraqi ass!
Oh boys, I just got a hard on.
Yeah, because like, what if it doesn't happen? like, because I heard that happening. Like, I've had people that said, like, you know, it just, like, nothing happens. You're just on this constant state of, like, on edge, basically. So, yeah, what do you do if you just haven't experienced it and you've been waiting to do that the entire time? And then going back home like that. I'm pretty sure that is probably weird.
That's nice for a white chick, man.
Nice. Come on. I drink a gallon of her pee just to see where it came from.
That's crazy. That's down bad. That's down atrociously. Oh my god, I don't think I would have ever expected to hear that.
Swamp, if you don't pick it up, I'm gonna shoot you in your fucking.
Yo, this is bro, I'm having way too much fun with Jamie Foxx in this film. What is going on here? I'm over here getting ready for like something like heavy-ish because I can still feel that, but man, like Jamie Foxx keep making me laugh, man. Stop, bro.
We fire at nothing. And we hydrate some more.
Essentially, what he's highlighting here, you know, I'm trying to talk over the music, is just being trained over and over and over. You're literally being nurtured, you know, to always be on your guard. But the question is the enemy always, like, is it gonna come? Like, are they even gonna go?
This is our labor. We wait.
I got one. A white master race.
I don't know. This film is reminding me of the Vice video of Afghanistan, and just how some of them were just so bored they just went out and just shot guns randomly. I don't think the United States, but man, it's like, I don't know. It's reminding me of that. Highly recommend that, by the way.
How do you feel about the Iraqis? They're the enemy. Do you have nightmares about them? How do you?
I love it out here. This is what
I love these interviews. I love these bits right here. It's interesting how this film is following Jake Gyllenhaal's character, but it does feel like a message for the masses who've experienced this, you know? At least I hope so.
So in case of a chemical attack, what provisions do men have for that?
This is what we call the NBC.
We get a lot of films that study this, you know? Like, this isn't the first film to explore this, but I'm happy that it won't be the last, you know? I think men of war, men in war, just anybody, a product of war, just being in war, it doesn't even have to be men. This is important because the loss of self is, I don't know, it's intense.
I'm gonna hurt you so bad. Do you like pain? Where's the fucking ball?
Yo, that is hilarious. That is funny as heck, man. And I don't want it to make it, damn, he got trucked. Oh my God. He got took out. I don't want it to make it seem like it's like all doom and gloom. I mean, it's heavy. I'm not going to not lie about that. It's heavy stuff, but, you know, through it, they find camaraderie, you know? There's soldiers, they're brothers, you know? Just like how you guys found your friends in high school and college, right?
Your hotel, and she says he's a good listener.
Oh, man. This is getting worse.
Yikes. That sucks. That's terrible. That is terrible. Is that the Batman theme? Am I hearing the Batman theme right now? Yo, I promise y'all, I'm not trying to laugh. It's you know, the Batman song was so cool, and this dude's just, you know, he's doing his thing in the bathroom. Damn.
That's my wife.
Oh no! Oh my God!
I lent in my fucking car. That's my wife.
Oh that's terrible.
Oh, fuck, baby.
you don't need to see this. What?
Take him outside.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I was like, you can't just keep, you know, laughing about that. That's terrible. That sucks, man. Anybody that does that to anybody is just a bad person. That's terrible.
I want to see what it's like to watch somebody else fuck your girlfriend.
Damn, he's just trying to associate with the feeling because he already feels like it's already happening. But low key, this conversation could be in relation to them trying to just experience being in the field. You know? It's like that anticipation, that weird, I don't even know what to call it, that guttural feeling. That's interesting. I could be completely off. But it's interesting to see how that is related to that. Especially since they've been out for 122 days and haven't done anything. You're going to lose your mind. You're going to do something stupid.
Fly rumor on winged feet. Here.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, this film, man. I was not expecting to see him in this. How many times does that happen?
Shit!
Oh no. That's not good. That's projectile stuff. Oh god, this is gonna be bad, bro.
Stick that back in there.
It's already full of diesel fuel, sir.
I don't care if it's full of Chanel number 5.
Guys, I'm pretty sure that's State Farm, right? Oh my god. There are a lot of people in this film. I am cracking up. This is ridiculous. Actually, I'm pretty sure, is he Allstate? I don't think he's State Farm. Are they the same thing? I don't even know, man. This is effed up. This is an effed up thing to do, even if it's a joke. That's crazy.
I am nothing. No.
This is my...
Come on. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I can't. Shut the fuck up and repeat after me. Without me, I'm...
Dude. He is getting effed with up here. This is dangerous. No matter how you put it. Yeah, man. That was crazy. That was insane, man. That was insane. Holy crap. Yeah. Damn. What do you even do? What do you do? That's crazy. And they don't have anything there to help with that. It's a shame that time is actually his worst enemy here, which is unfortunate.
Hey, you fucking do that again and I will shoot you myself.
Damn.
All right?
I felt that. This is great acting. Damn.
We have this fucking shit.
Better off sending smoke signals, man.
All right, guys, spread it out.
It's funny that this is almost being shot like they're in purgatory, and purgatory is usually in relation to just limitless, unlimited time, and just being in a state of just waiting, and being in between. It's interesting that this film is analyzing this rather than them going into the actual field.
Oh, man, don't fucking touch. You'll get to kill something sometime. Your day will come, man. Your day will come.
It's like a drug. It is a drug. I don't know if you guys have seen Vinland Saga or have read Vinland Saga, but it studies that as well too. Just being around killing to the point where it's like a way of life. It's like, how do you detach from that, right?
Move. Listen up. When we cross this berm tomorrow, we expect as many as 30,000 casualties.
Who knows? This might just be politics being at play. They might not even be aware that this is probably just a political play. Just to let people in America know that they got troops somewhere doing something, protecting who knows what.
Get him up. Get him so I can see him. Now take the pill and put it...
It's crazy, Now they're being just told to just take this pill. Just take this pill. Just take it. And it's like not even... Like they have to sign a waiver for just in case if nothing bad happens to them. Like at least a little knowledge, a little testing, to prove that it's not something that they're going to feel 20, 30 minutes later. I don't know. I just think reassurance would be nice, you know, communication. But what do I know, right? Damn, that's crazy how this flipped. That is crazy how this has flipped. But I'm sure he probably wanted that. I'm sure there's probably something there.
Inside of our circus, we cannot be touched.
Yeah, they had to create a brotherhood. They had to do something. They were definitely losing their minds. Jeez, this is an incredible story. This is such a story that highlights the grayness. Damn. Wow. Yeah, that's a great shot. That is a beautiful shot right there. Again, I gotta say, I wonder if this is the reason why they color graded it this way, or they have it shown this way, because it really does feel like they're in purgatory. How everything is so exposed, you can't even see the blue in the sky. It's just all blanketed white. All the highlights are blown out. I feel like that was a creative choice to make these guys feel like they're in purgatory, which relates to the overall theme of the story here. It also reminds me of Spec Ops: The Line, for those of you who, you know, play video games. That game was great. Damn. Underrated.
What are you doing?
I'm wondering, is this, like, how did this happen? Was it, because my brain's telling me, like, it's from those bombs that were from American fighters. I don't think the enemy would have weaponry like this, yeah? Damn, that is it's a great frame. I'm sorry to say, like, you know, yeah, it's a great frame. It's not. It's effed up, but man, these shots right here, they hit because of that composition. It hits, jeez.
You better get used to it, because we're going to be living in it. Dig those holes, boy.
Damn. That is a shot right there. What does that remind me of? We've watched it on this channel. Is it called There Will Be Blood? Is that it? I don't know why that feels like that's not the title of the film I'm thinking of. With Daniel Day-Lewis.
Fowler. $5 to get your picture taken with it, guys. Check out what I put in his mouth.
That's crazy.
What's the matter,
That is some intense desensitization mixed with boredom. You know, that's crazy that boredom can do this to people. But it's not even boredom. Obviously, it's not just blanketed boredom. It's mixed with a whole lot of other extreme situations and environments.
Set. We have the shot. Over.
They're gonna be right there. Is he gonna get the green light? He's right there.
Affirmative. Out. Permission to fire.
Wow. Here it is. Here it is.
Fire.
What the fuck frequency are you on? Oh, fuck. We got air. I'm calling it in.
Dang. Wow. This film knows what it's doing. This film knows what it's doing. It's even having the audience feel that just through simple editing technique. That was really good. I knew something was happening, but right when they were given the green light, I was like, oh, snap, maybe. Wow.
It's my kill, that is my kill! You fucking desk jockey! It's a fucking prick! You don't know what we got!
Wow. Yeah. This scene right here, this hits. Just doing all of that. Just doing every single part of your training. It's just crazy that when you get to that point to when you're taking a life, you don't even recognize how heavy that is. You're just like, Man, that's hard. That is unbelievably difficult. Another thing, too, is that there was only 2 people there. There was only 2 people there. They, like, carpet bombed them. There was only 2 targets? Like, that's overkill as hell.
Fucking get these motherfuckers! I'll cover you. Go! Go, 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 go!
They're probably losing their minds. That's probably what's happening. They're probably just losing their minds.
Boys, I'm burning all these. We don't need them anymore.
Dude, he is gone. Holy crap. I love this sequence where you're getting, like, every individual's reaction to this, but man. Damn. Oh, man. Jeez.
Davenports and kettle drums, swallowtail coats.
Yo, oh my God. That's so bad. That's terrible.
Bathing suits and bowling balls.
Wow, I love that we're getting the aftermath, just following everybody just after engaging in something like that. I feel like this is where, you know, they mean every war is the same. That's hard. No matter, you know, even if the war's different, I feel like this right here is the same.
A Jarhead.
Wow. Damn. That was a beautiful transition.
We are still in the desert.
Wow. All right, everybody, and I'm sure that is the end to Jarhead. They have a second one? What the heck? All right, everybody, so we just got done Jarhead, and I'm starting to realize, and I personally disagree with this, but I'm starting to realize why this didn't do as well as like the other films that depict being in war, because this one is a lot more within the gray area. I feel like the other films, though they do explore these similar themes, you know, there's not like like action, you know, and it's interesting how experiencing what they just experienced to a light degree, and seeing this film not be closer towards like the ranks of some of its other films within a similar category really does. It's ironically it just speaks along with the overall theme of this film, which is basically just, you know, you're being trained with all of these gears of war, but not being able to do your job, not being able to do what you're giving your life for. And that is a combination of frustrating, you know, and I said earlier within the film that time is almost like his worst enemy here, whereas like in a lot of other instances it would be his best friend, but time is just this purgatory state. And in my opinions, you know, when we're studying production design and settings, locations, and, you know, obviously looking at it from a physical level, but for a mental level, a mentality, and almost beyond that, more ambiguous surrealism that was brought in this film, and I'm so happy they explored it, is, you know, them being within purgatory, you know, after being molded and shaped, getting ready to go into this intense environment where you have to do your training. You have to, like, your training is second nature at this point. But to not get thrown into the depths of hell, but to instead get thrown into purgatory, that weirdly sounds like more of a worser hell. Now, I know it's not, but it's that anticipation, that boiling up inside where you're ready to get into it. You're just waiting to get into the thick of things, but it never comes. It never happens. And then you're being brought back to reality, stuck in this in-between. Like he said at the end there, you know, the Jarheads are still in the desert. You know, that's where a lot of these themes are left at. You know, it's like, what do you do with yourself after giving yourself to something that ultimately doesn't see you as a person? That's hard. That's incredibly hard. And I'm happy that the scope of this film and how it was able to encompass a lot more than just our main character, I think goes to show you the collective feeling of, I think everybody, not even just this war, but in multiple wars, can probably relate to. And honestly, this is probably a more relatable story. Granted, it doesn't have a lot of action or anything like that, but I'm sure a lot of people that have served and have been in war can probably relate to this, and not as much as, like, you know, the Apocalypse Now films and everything like that. It's a very fascinating approach to something, and you know, it's really good to see a film like this out here. I know, you know, this state of filmmaking is different from back then because this was made in 2005, but you know, even then, you know, gathering support and funds for something like this that ultimately, you know, you're taking a gamble with, and hoping that the audience can relate to something like this and in a form of entertainment, which is essentially just feeding us, you know, the entertainment, but this entertainment just never comes. And I find that to be so fascinating just from a story perspective and just how this was even made. But I'm happy that this was made. I feel like it had a lot to say, and it did a great job at, you know, going about the execution of how it was said, you know, just through the power of filmmaking. So guys, this was an awesome watch. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. You know, I'm interested in seeing what you guys think of the landscape of the desert. I thought it was closer towards purgatory, but there might be some other things that you guys have picked up on. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about the location. Like always, guys, I appreciate y'all. Stay healthy and stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.